Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do some 5 hundo. Big category. Huge. It's kind of insane. The ultimate monkey ball speedrun there is. Pretty much the best monkey ball speedrun there is. It's kind of based. And you get to start with Tub. That is the best part. Love story mode, man. Gotta do more story mode. Story mode, all levels, specifically. Story mode 90% in this game is pretty interesting, too. Just with all the routing, but all levels is where it's at. Doing everything. It's like basically ultimate mode number 2. With a bunch of like really strange retextured levels that don't look right. It's kind of, yeah, interesting is really the best word to use. It's interesting. It's unique. I guess that's another word. This is very, yeah. It's really I can't think of another word. Spinning top. I start with the last 20 levels, not for any particular reason. You can start with the first 10 instead of the last 10. It doesn't really matter. I just opt to start with the second 10 because if I ever forget to menu down, then it's like fine. It won't kill my run. I can just do it again next time. What up, Glob24? Swirl? Yeah, dude. It's there's a few of the exclusives and stuff that are in this world. It's beginner 11 through 15 are all in World 1, and then 16 through 19 and 31, which is Jolt Channel, are all in World 2, and then it's 32 through 36 is in World 3, and advanced 11 through 15 is in World 4. And I think those are all the like deluxe exclusives in story mode. It's just those 20. Everything else is just SMB2, which is 100 of them, and then SMB1 stages takes up every other slot. And for some reason, we end on hollow and switches. I don't know why, but we do. The level order is not the most logical thing in this game, but I don't really mind. It just makes it even crazier. Story mode is like so strange in this game. It, like 100,000% chance was probably the afterthought of this game. Probably didn't really like give it too much thought. Kind of just threw it together. Whereas the challenge mode definitely seems a little more well thought out. Especially just with the levels, like even on the unique stages to this game, they look more natural in challenge mode. Like playing things like Jolt Channel in World 2 just don't look right. Granted, most levels in World 2 don't look amazing. Except for like, I don't know, stages like Pistons kind of look like they're made for it. That was a lot of speed, wow. I don't usually get that much speed there. That worked out. For the best. Forgot which way to menu there. Whoops. It's a good thing I remembered last second. That could have been bad. Inchworms. Inchworms. It's a fun little stage. Oh, and of course, what stage could be harder than Inchworms? Bump! Right! 2-14. The hardest stage in World 2. Yep. That level's placement makes sense. Stage actually looks kind of cool. Albeit unnatural. These bumpers are really bright. Okay! Thank you, Party Ball. That didn't make any sense. That just didn't make any sense. Basically no way to explain it. Come on, fast jolt channel. Oh, come on, I got caught, dude. Are you kidding me? You know, there was a time in my life, I can get 45s on that. Yeah, it has a World 2 level. It doesn't make much sense, but basically all the SMB1 stages kind of go, you know, in order. But since there's a bunch of exclusives mixed in, like, you get to, like, World 5 and you still have, like, freaking, like, Exam B and stuff. So it's like, the SMB1 levels are... Like, it makes some sense that it's done that way, because the SMB1 levels, I feel like, get kind of hard, like, pretty fast. Stuff like Exam C is all the way in World 7, which would suck if it was in, like, World 5. But yeah, then you get Bump in World 2, so... And Ruin in World 6 or something. Doesn't make any sense. It's truly just it's just a masterpiece of a mode. I'm glad story mode exists in Deluxe. Yeah, minus 26. I have a feeling this time isn't going to be very hard to beat. I could be wrong. I don't know how hard it'll be to beat, but it probably won't be impossible. My normal 500 stage PB I also know isn't that good. It's like a 226. This is a 238. I feel like pausing would lose a lot of time. That's 12 minutes. I mean, that's a pretty good chunk amount of time. There's not been much pauses done in this game, so I don't really know, like, the actual time difference. Like, if I was doing Ultimate, for example, I don't know how good of a time I could get. Probably couldn't beat my 109. But I probably could beat, like, my 123 all levels or something. Potentially. Still wish the music didn't restart in story mode. It'd be nice if it just kept playing onward. Okay, okay. That's fine. How much grinding will it take for sub 238? It's a good question, Scrap. I'd say probably about 2.5 hours. Okay, nice. Dude, curves in story mode is so much harder than challenge mode. Literally just because you spawn too far to the left. Like, I don't know why you spawn way farther to the left on that stage in story than you do in challenge. Because in challenge, I don't think it's that hard. But I'm surprised I got that first try, honestly. I'm probably going to save time just because of that. There's almost no way I did that first try in my PB. I give it like a 5% chance I don't save time here. Shoutouts to Veerfield, hitting off the backdrop. Still works in story mode. Funny that of all things that could have been changed, that somehow didn't. Oh yeah, I still have dribbles. I could mess up dribbles. Dribbles is 3-20. So other than that, this split should save a ton of time. Well, dribbles pauseless is kind of hard. Like, I hope I don't screw it up too badly. Okay. Easy. That was fine. Kind of do that the easy way. There's like the easy way. It's still hard to do that, but there is a harder way to do that strat that I did not do. Already a minute ahead, dude. I think we might sub 238 those runs, Scrap. I'm just saying, we might do it. The chances are looking pretty good. I'd be kind of shocked if I didn't. But I suppose it's possible. In fact, it could even happen. What? 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 I didn't mean to do that. That was cool. I didn't mean to do it like that at all. Oh, dude, everyone's favorite stage. How could I forget about building? Love building. It's like a building. Kind of. You could almost call it that. The game does, but I don't know if I would. Some kind of structure. Pretty exciting stage. Now we're on coin slots. Ooh, backup strats. We got it. Easy money. I'm glad that backup exists. And I'm glad I remembered it. I was about to retry. I was like 2 seconds from doing it. And then I remembered, wait a minute, you can back that up. And I did. I backed it up. I did what I said I was going to do. Kinda crazy stuff. Seesaw bridges. Love seesaw bridges. Uh-oh. Okay. I was thinking that probably wouldn't make it on that platform cleanly. And it didn't. I was right. Okay. Go! Wow, I'm surprised I still remember how to do that even. There are only 4 stages in this game that are SMB2, but with SMB1 aesthetic. That is true. And honestly, I think it's even crazier that those 4 stages are, what, randomizer through arthropod? And they're on space background? It's kind of awesome. Still probably one of the strangest, like, retextures they went with for this game, but I mean, I like it. It looks good. Looks really good. I just don't really know why they did it. Okay. Now it's just dynamic maze. What could I have done to save so much time here? What? Split isn't even that hard. You don't really do much. Yeah, I mean, I guess you do some stuff. Like mess that up. I don't think I've even really made a mistake yet. It's like noticeable. It's been a pretty good beginning. Which is nice. Gotta keep it up. Oh, what? What? Dude, no clips at all? No clip nation? Wow, no clip nation. What is up? I didn't clip a single time. Imagine that. Antlion, my favorite World 5 level. Alright. I'm actually kind of surprised how well this run's going. Thought I'd be messing more up with how little I've played this. Going for faster toggle, probably a good idea. Honestly, kind of surprised no one did that in runs before. Like, that's really not that hard to do. It's like so easy. Need some water, man. Shoutouts to Labyrinth and the fact there's just not a bumper at the beginning. Shouts to Labyrinth and the fact that I'm the first person to ever fall off on it. Doing the green goal. Yep, that was my first Deathless run. Yep. It was on Labyrinth. That is awesome. Can't say I did that pretty much any other time, ever. Probably never will again. Oh, hold on. I forgot the cycle in the stage is different. I have no idea why it is, but the cycle's like farther ahead. I actually lost time there. Default blue Jamba bars, dude, shout outs to those. They look really cool and nice and awesome. Yo, what up, Z Cubed? How you doing, dude? Zelda Cubed 1. The first. Oh, we don't even get to play Ruin this time. I guess we're playing that next time. Glad we at least get to play Bump on the first half. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, ba, da, boom. Ooh, okay, that did not look like it was gonna work. Got lucky.
Ready?
Bum, bum. Oops.
Ready?
So, Switch Inferno in story mode, you can't do the thing where you just go through the goal without actually hitting a button. Only works in challenge mode, for some reason. I don't really know what they did to the stage to make that happen, but probably something when they were retexturing it. That jump's super easy.
Ready?
Why do I have to confirm my retry and stage select? What do you mean by, like, confirm it? Oh, nice. That worked really well. Oh, you mean like when it says, "Are you sure?" Yeah, I don't know. That's like a new thing that they added to Deluxe. Specifically Xbox. I don't even think PS2 has that. But I don't know. I kind of don't really like notice it. Like, I don't mind it like as a normal game mechanic, but at the same time, when you think about how much, when I think about how much I actually press retry and stage select, it can be kind of annoying, but I don't really mind it. I'm kind of used to it. Oh, I get $10 from you if I improve Ultimate before the end of the year? Specifically Ultimate? Does all levels count? Because I could probably improve all levels pretty quick.
Ready?
Yeah, the "Are you sure" thing. Yeah, I don't know why. I really don't know why they added that. That is one of the few things that the Deluxe devs themselves specifically chose to add to the game, because otherwise this is pretty much almost the same thing as SMB2 with more stages.
Ready?
But I guess they thought that would be a nice feature. Yeah, see, these stages actually get pretty hard. World 7 is brutal in this game. It's already hard in World 2.
Ready?
This is the same split that has like all the hard, like, SMB1 expert levels that are at the beginning. Specifically Ultimate. So all levels. Pauseless. Got it. Okay.
Ready?
I get what you're saying. So basically, you're telling me you're gonna give me $10. That's pretty amazing. I appreciate the dono. Dude, come on.
Ready?
Ultimate pauses warps. What? Why that one? That's like the best record in the game right now. Why do you want me to improve that one specifically? It's already good. I don't get it. Can you explain? Can you also explain why? How did I fail this the first time? I like don't even remember what happened. I remember getting this. I like Did I like fail this transfer? I guess that's what happened. I don't remember. I actually have like no memory of it. I remember getting on that first ring and then nothing else after that.
Ready?
Oh well. I fell on that like 3 times. Whoops. That's not good. Don't want to do that.
Ready?
The good news is, at least at this rate, I'm on pace to beat my story mode all levels PB with pausing. Because I can totally beat that without pausing. That record, just for reference, I got in 2014. So beating it pauseless is not really that unrealistic. In fact, I'd say it's fairly likely if I actually really wanted to grind it. Okay, you saw, I thought that might happen. But I also figured it wouldn't kill me, so I did it. And it didn't kill me, so it was fine.
Ready?
Well, I don't have a reason to play that category Z-Cubed. I already have a record in it, and it's already really good. Like, I already have a record in all the categories, but that one's already, like, really decent.
Ready?
I'll play it, like, at some point, but I don't really feel like playing it right now. It's already a decent record. Plus, I kind of just want to do pauseless stuff right now. More so than non-pauseless. Even though pauses in this game isn't too bad. Just because there's not as many like huge strats, because a lot of them just don't transfer from SMB2. Because of differences, and pretty much no one's gonna go actually like find them like what they would be in this game. Am I gonna do ILs for some free custom levels? I don't think so. I wouldn't count on it. Suppose I could. I mean, of those levels you had in that pay spin, I don't think I really would want to play almost any of those.
Ready?
I mean, seeing as you want other people to do them, I'm assuming you don't want to play them either. And I can't blame you. Those are not levels I want to play. The only one I'd maybe consider doing if I did actually want, like, just feel like doing some aisles again was maybe Cylinders, because Cylinders is fun. Or maybe M1 and SMB1, because that stage is, like, kind of stupid, but it's, like, also kind of fun, even though it's stupid. I always enjoyed that one. The rest of those, though? Nah, I don't think so. Be a pass from me. Did I really hit that? Did I really hit that? I can't believe I hit that. Who even put that there? That's why I thought your bounty, like, seemed, like, really tight on time. Like, I don't know anyone who even is capable of getting some of those goals would actually get some of those goals, like, that quickly. Just because there aren't even many people playing that are, like, really good at the game, that are doing ILs. Dude, come on. This is so hard to do. Like, the strat in SMB1 just doesn't work here. I can, like, try it, but it just does not work. I'm sure there's some kind of setup that does, though. Just gotta figure out what it is.
Ready?
Fortunately, haven't found it yet. This roll day was a little rough. This isn't the split with the wind in it.
Ready?
I don't think. Oh, I'm getting owned. Stupid fact? Stupid fact. I love stupid facts. Dude, if those bounties were in 3D, that would be awesome. Oh, you're saying Sinistra's fact is a stupid fact. What? Are you kidding me? Did you really say that? Doesn't take that long to get records. Yeah, but it does if no one's going for them. Because, I mean, again, who actually has, like, the capacity to get those records that is going to play ILs in the next 2 months? Because there's, like, almost a 0% chance I will. I never do ILs in Monkey Ball anymore. Unless it's, like, custom levels sometimes. And like Alex and Tony, I don't think are really doing them. And I don't know who else even would. Unless you yourself did them. And a bounty for yourself, I mean, that just doesn't even make any sense. So I don't know who else would do them.
Ready?
The stage is like lighter blue than the other ones. It's like almost like a greenish. I will say one thing I kind of like about the retextures in this game. Some of them kind of go for like different color schemes on these SMB1 levels. Make them stand out a little bit more, which is neat. I don't really know why they did that, but I kind of like it. Too hard for one person? Well, I will say that the chances of you having more than one person even attempt some of those, I don't think is that high. That's probably the first time I've ever fallen on Quake. But maybe someone will get one of them. I mean, I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't imagine that they'll all get met. Maybe just like one or two. Maybe.
Ready?
Which would make sense. I'm honestly still surprised the Inchworms one hasn't happened. Because I know I've gotten a .11 before. Like just not getting all the bananas. Like it's totally doable.
Ready?
I got a .11 like friggin' like, what, like 8 years ago? I remember that. What up, Dan Hanato? Almost missed the stream? Dude, don't you worry, you haven't missed nothing yet. We're only 26 minutes in and a 2.5 hour run. So, don't worry. We're like almost a fifth of the way done. Almost. Really grindy tasks. That is true, he might. I mean, I don't know if you knew, but he's kind of working on setting up the SMB1 Score Isle tourney that's supposed to be starting here in the next couple weeks, so maybe with that some people might at least try some of the SMB1 goals.
Ready?
I don't know if you knew that was happening or not, but that is a thing that he is working on because he's pretty much doing most of the setting up of it. Dude, how do I keep losing time? I thought this run was like not that good, but time's starting to come back to get me a little bit. Shoutouts to Postmodern, by the way. Yep, that was probably the worst thing I could have done. This is going to be several seconds slower now than what would have otherwise been. Just a few, like, I don't know, 10 seconds slower. Probably shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made. Yeah, shoutouts to Postmodern. And how freaking crazy that stage can be. You know, being stairs and... Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? They literally follow up Postmodern with stairs. That can't be a coincidence, dude. There's no way. They had to have purposely done that. Are you kidding me? That's actually how this is set up. I feel like I knew that at one point, but I totally forgot that was right after Postmodern. Nice. That's one that could take me a very indeterminate amount of tries.
Ready?
Double skip here is just not that worth it, pauseless. Not at least in Deluxe. In SMB1, sure. Now, maybe even zero skips might be what I do this time. Why is the stage so dark? It is actually so dark. I feel like there's no good reason why this is like actually such a dark level. But it just kind of is.
Ready?
But you know what doesn't suck? Super Monkey Ball 651. Holy moly, I thought you were scrap for a minute. Dude, what's up? That's kind of true. Scrap agrees, dude. You should totally get 651. I already have 651 though, so I mean, I appreciate you trying to convince me, but I was already convinced before you said it. We're kind of already on the same page. Unless you're talking to the general public, the people. In which case, Yeah, listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. He's right.
Ready?
AV logo. Created by AV. Except this game actually wasn't created by AV. And I just fell. You know, they changed the GameCube stage into a dice because it wouldn't make sense for there to be a GameCube stage in a game that's not in the GameCube. But all the AV levels are still in here. Still even called created by, even though AV did not make this game. They made most of the assets that were used in this game, but they did not make this game. They just made SMB2. Which is what this game's based off of. This is basically like a DLC pack for SMB2. Then it kind of makes sense. Created by the fourth last stage. Ridge is the final stage in story mode. For who knows why. No one knows why. I had to remember to hit exit game there instead of stage select, otherwise I'd be losing a minute, which would suck. Restarting during the overview is faster. Yeah, it is true. It is a little faster, not by much. The stage selecting definitely saves a lot more time. AV did kind of merge with Sega, but I don't think the same people made this game, considering Monkey Ball 3 was in development. And that game got canceled, and this game is kind of just like they took the resources that were going to be used for 3 and kind of put them in this, and then just made this. And there's a lot of questionable things with it. I would be very surprised if AV actually did work on this game, or like the same people rather. Like this game very much is fun as it is, and this game's fun. It's super fun. But it definitely feels like a game that just kind of got, like, rushed to be made pretty quickly just so that they can have something to release. Since SMB3 wasn't going to happen. They just kind of threw this together. But man, is it fun. Because they did one thing no other remake ever does. They actually just ported the game, didn't change anything. It's literally Monkey Ball 2. With more stages. Literally could not have done it any better. It's the best thing.
Ready?
What inspired me to play Deluxe? Nothing. I just felt like it. I kind of felt like it yesterday. I was like, I'm probably going to play Deluxe on Friday. And then I am. It's Friday and I'm playing it. Yeah, the geometry does not line up with the collision here. If AV made this game, that collision would totally line up. But yeah, that's why I'm saying this game literally was not, like, they did not make much. This game is mostly pre-made stuff. Like, just put together in one full game. Like, it actually feels more like an expansion pack.
Ready?
But, like, the definitive version. Like, this is, like when you have, like, deluxe versions of games on the Switch, this is that. This is basically that. But on the Xbox. Like, not on a next gen. Just on the same gen. It's awesome. Like, imagine if they did that with Banana Blitz HD. They literally just copied it over. But then it wouldn't be HD, because this game is not any better looking than 2 was. It looks pretty much the exact same. Maybe even a little bit worse. Because, well, the game itself doesn't look worse graphically, but a lot of the textures and stuff are, like, a little bit lower quality. Like, stuff got compressed more, I guess. The Made in Unity screen's really telling. It is really telling. It tells me that they made it in Unity. That's what it tells me. I mean, when you think about it, if the game was already so good, as it already was, and people loved it, and people, for the most part, don't actually want it to be changed. You know, it's one thing if they've made a dozen Monkey Ball games. Yeah, make something different. But they haven't made a dozen Monkey Ball games. People still really did just want them to release the same thing, and they won't. They won't do it. They won't release more of the same thing. They gotta keep changing it up. And sometimes when they change it up, it's not bad. But everything they've tried has not been as good as the originals. Everything. At least to the majority of the people. Increase in visual quality. I think Banana Blitz HD looks a lot better. I personally think it looks quite nicer. Not that SD looked bad by any means, but I definitely noticed it looking back at SD again and then looking back at HD. I was like, yeah, I kind of like the change. Even if some of it is really just retexturing more so than like huge, like, you know, update and like, I don't know, graphics and all that. It really is just like they swapped out textures and made it look shinier, kind of. But I don't mind. I think it looks nice. They didn't pay for the full version. That's true. That is true. Okay. We'll do this kind of safe. Yeah, it's initial artistic style. Well, in the case of this game, it looks the exact same. Like you could literally see gameplay of this game, be looking at a stage that's from SMB2, and there is nothing, pretty much almost nothing, that would lead you to believe that it's not just an SMB2 stage. Like, what would lead you to believe that? Pretty much nothing. You'd have to see a stage that's like, wait a minute, that isn't an SMB2, and that's how you would know. Or it'd have to be a stage that has like different textures or something. Like, you saw this stage, you'd be like, wait a minute, why is this stage brown? I don't know, must be in Deluxe, they screwed it up. Still have no idea why the stage is brown. I'm glad this version isn't even in challenge mode. It really doesn't look that good. New SpongeBob game comes to mind. Do you think that a Rehydrated lost its artistic style or whatever? I haven't seen much of that game, but from what I did see, it looked good. But I'll admit, I haven't seen a ton of it. But it doesn't look bad to me at all. Like, that game looks... Like, I'll probably get that game. I liked the original quite a bit. But they are completely, like, reworking it. Kind of like, well, not really like BBHD. Like, this game's actually really being reworked. Not just, like, redoing the physics. And they're, like, adding, like, more content and stuff, which is cool. See, if BBHD took that route, actually tried to add, like, more content and make it actually, like, a true remaster, then that would have been cool. Or remake, or whatever the word is, like, with more content. Like, give it a reason to really stand out above the original, but they didn't really do that. Very much. There's not, like, a whole ton of reason to play the new one if you already liked the original. You can do this jump at the beginning, pauseless, but it's kind of scary. I'd opt to not do it. Lighter? What, like, the colors you mean, Scrap? Like, you think it looks lighter? I think it looks lighter in Deluxe on Xbox. I do too. Compared to SMB2, it's weird though. Some of the worlds look darker and some of them look brighter. I don't really know what it is. Like, something's just off. Like this world in particular, something does feel different about this world compared to SMB2, and I'm still not really sure what it is. Like with the color scheme or something.
Ready?
Generic textures style-wise. So you think it's like losing like its character almost, kinda? I guess that makes some sense. Like if there's like little touches like that that maybe even like look less professional, but like make it really pop out as like a more unique style, like true to that game. Like, I guess, I mean, BB doesn't have much of that, but they did definitely go for a lot more like sleek, modern look for all the UI and stuff, even though the original game definitely felt like more like cheerful and almost a little too, like, little kid-ish, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
Ready?
very much like this is Monkey Ball, but like extra, even more so, like this is for kids. And then you play it and get to World 10, you're like, wait a minute. No, it's not. It's like actually really hard. The water effect is different. Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's probably the water effect. I just know something just felt off with it. Like, it doesn't look bad, it just looks different. Like, a lot of the worlds like that feel like they have some kind of subtle difference. Then I like in World 4 here, where some of the levels the whale opens his mouth and some of them he doesn't. Because in the original game, in story mode, the SMB2 stages don't, but the new stages just do because they didn't care to change that. Also, this stage is sideways for some reason. It's choice. Yep, that was choice. I made a choice to do that path. Yeah, that's the worst part. That's not the worst part. That's one of the worst parts about that game, is that they removed all the music. Listening to BBSD music again made me realize how much I actually missed that music. I wish they didn't change that. Or rather, I wish they didn't have the licensing issues, because I don't think they wanted to. I think if they could have chosen otherwise, they would have. What up, Skippy the Narwhal 06? In the chat? How are you doing? That is a really tight jump. Why don't the monkeys just escape? Exactly. Like, the story mode makes no sense in this game. It is like, if this game already was somewhat of an afterthought, like just kind of like rushed to be put together just because they wanted a game to be out, like story mode is that times like 5. Like story mode is actually the afterthought of this game. Like there's so many, most of like the real oddities I feel like with the textures and stuff are in story. I feel like challenge mode's like decently well put together. Aside from like the few goals or whatever not looking right.
Ready?
Come on, wormhole. Nice. 1 for 1. We'll do that again in like 2 hours. Well, hour and a half when we do an expert. So that's the other interesting thing about this category is there's 200 levels in story mode and there's 300 in ultimate, but 200 or 190 of the ones in story mode are also in challenge mode. So you play them again. Some of them have different like starting platforms or other different like traits to them that make them slightly different, but most of them are just exact copies. Like, more of them are than aren't.
Ready?
So, especially with SMB2 stages, usually opting for the story mode theme in this game, unlike in the first game.
Ready?
Exam B, everybody. World 5. Exam B is awesome. Even if it is almost easier than Exam A, because of this. Yeah, FMV. I mean, I don't know why they did that either. Like, does that just to make the game smaller or run better or what? I have no idea. I don't know why they did that. The cutscenes in this game look absolutely terrible. They just look absolutely horrible. They look so clean in SMB2, comparatively. What up, Nato Shredder? Dude, yes! SMB! I know that game! I love that game! Let's go! What is up, dude? Jump double. We're actually gonna jump quadruple because we're doing it again.
Ready?
All right, what is that, sextuple? There's a lot of jumps.
Ready?
Playing on 360. The dialogue is delayed. Ooh, that's really bad. How is it? How do they even mess that up if it's just FMVs? Literally, how is that even messed up? I don't get it.
Ready?
Who knows? The speech bubbles aren't FMV for some reason. I don't know. It's just so odd. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna lose so much time here. No, I'm not, because apparently I lost more time here in my PV. So my joystick there, in case you want to know what just happened, it actually just got stuck, like, up left for, like, half a second. So, yeah, that's why that happened. I would not have just randomly fallen off there on my own. I mean, I can make some stupid mistakes, but no, I did not consciously do that. Yeah, I still saved a bunch of time there for some reason. Yeah, this controller is absolutely terrible, but 2 reasons I don't have a better one. One, because this was the one I bought 2 years ago to have a better one, and it somehow is, in a lot of ways, actually worse than my old one. Like, the only reason this one's still better than my old one is because the old one's joystick literally is, like, not even in one piece anymore. It's so bad. But this controller has a hole in it, has super sticky buttons, a somewhat sticky joystick that works other than the fact that it's sticky sometimes. I think the hole in it's the best part. That was me. I actually put the hole in it. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. But yeah, this controller has seen better days. But basically getting a controller that is not a used controller is like super expensive, so there's like no way I'm getting that. And I just took a chance on a used one, and it did not pay off. It was in bad shape. Oh, and the other reason, yeah, this is the only game I play on Xbox, so I don't have much of an incentive to get another one, because as of this point, I can mostly play just fine with this controller, so. Like, if I was playing a game, for example, that had, like, a bunch of input-intensive stuff, the sticky buttons would be really bad. Like, I would probably have to get a new one. I remember when I played through BFBB on my Xbox, I used my other controller, because the joystick being really messed up didn't matter as much in that game as having buttons that worked. And then this is, like, the opposite. World 6 has been going pretty alright. You guys ready for the hardest stage in World 6? Here we go. This is it. Oh yeah, it's Ruin. Let's go, baby. 6-10. Holy moly, I beat it first try. Who would have thought that I could do that? That was impressive, to say the least. Meanwhile, 2 stages later, we're going to be on exam scene. It's going to be awesome. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I didn't mean to fall off there. How did that even happen? Spiral bridge. That takes some skills. I know, man. Beating that first try, truly the most impressive thing that's happened today, or ever. How about exam C? Maybe I can beat this. This stage looks really nice. I think this version of the stage is a lot harder to play because it's really easy to be distracted by the visuals and just how, like, actually amazing they are. Like, this stage is in World 7 in Monkey Ball Deluxe, an actual real video game that Sega actually released. This is an official video game I'm playing right now. Sometimes I just really think about that, and I'm like, how is this even possible? How is this even real? That stage just looks so good. And now we're on Wavy Option, a stage much harder than Exam C, which makes sense because it's after Exam C. It's very tough. World 7 is pretty awesome. Hopefully I don't lose time here. There's still some stuff I could screw up. Exam C is usually the big one, but glad I didn't this time. And then there's tracks, dude, tracks. This should not exist. Look at this metal, dude, and the wires are all like still retain their like different colors of the rainbow. Like, it just doesn't even look like a real stage. Like, how does that make any sense? That does not fit with this backdrop at all. Not even close. But it looks so good. I actually love it. It looks so good. But, like, kind of not for the right reasons. Spiral Bridge and the World 4 theme is amazing. That stage is quite amazing. I gotta say, I like the World 7 version better. But that one has grown on me more in World 4. It's kind of odd, though. Just not used to that stage being as brown as it is. It's usually green and orange, so it being like gray and brown is really weird. Speaking of green stages, let's go. Gears, easy. That's the other thing too. Most of the stages in SMB2 opt for like orange for the main platforms, I feel like. Except for I guess Flock. And then a lot of these SMB1 stages are just like all green. Contrast each other pretty strongly. Am I actually gonna lose time here? What could I have done better? How am I even gonna lose time here? Unless I actually paused, then I just cheated. Maybe. Because this isn't even my last stage. Oh, I missed Spiral Bridge. That's the one thing I did. I forgot about that. That was 10 seconds. Realistic and cartoony textures. I mean, it's funny that when you think about it, but Monkey Ball 1 and 2 are literally the least cartoony levels in the Monkey Ball series. Or games, I should say. Like, they're the least cartoony games in the series. I feel like the newer style looks a lot more like cartoony, where these ones look more realistic. But I still wouldn't call these realistic, really. Like, maybe with like some of the backdrops and stuff, some of the entities, I guess, look kind of realistic. It is definitely an odd design choice, like mixing and matching. This stage is also sideways. I don't know. I don't know how they got this stuff wrong. How could they not just flip this 90 degrees and make that not sideways? Yeah, this world more than any, for sure. I mean, look at it, dude. What is this? What is this supposed to be? What is this backdrop? All these backdrops are so weird. Like, they're such unique worlds. Like, could you ever imagine a Mario Bros. Game? One of the worlds is a washing machine? Like, no. A boiling pot of vegetables? No. Clock Tower? Yeah, they did do that. They did do that in Mario 64. Yeah, Monkey Ball 2 definitely's got some interesting themes. Inside a whale, though, that's tough to be matched. Soft Cream best level? Best level ever? Your favorite one? It's a pretty fun level. So is Entangled Path. It's especially fun when you beat it. Something I haven't been able to experience yet today. Until just now. Boom. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Should do that again sometime. Yeah, World 8's also kind of a tough one. It's a fast one, though. Like, those first few levels go so quick. I think the any % route does literally 1 through 6. Like, and 7. And I don't think changes until you get to, like, 8 or something. No, I think it skips 1 level. I think it might skip Pistons. I don't remember. I haven't done an any % run in, like, 4 years. Yo, fat guy, yo, with the 9-month sub. Thank you for the sub, dude. I appreciate it. How are you doing? What is going on, my guy? Yeah, Odyssey did a better job with that. I agree. Like, granted, Odyssey still kind of, like... This is what I think about with Odyssey. They took normal themes from normal Mario Bros. Games, and then they went and, like, expanded on them. Like, they had a sand desert world, but then they also added, like, a Egyptian theme and, like, a Western theme to it, almost, kind of, at the same time. Like, that's cool. With the lava world, is, like, it doesn't even look like a lava world anymore. Now it's, like, a giant, like, food world, like, where all the entities and stuff are, like, utensils you use to eat food. Like, that's kind of awesome, right? That's pretty unique. Like, stuff like that is cool that they, like, expanded and, like, made it different. You know, some of the worlds don't really seem that different. Like, Seaside definitely just seems kind of like a beach level. And, well, the city world is kind of just like a city, but there aren't really many games with just a city world, so I'll still give it that, too. Plus, I like Metro a lot. That stage is a different cycle too. Sometimes throws me off a little bit. What up, Mr. Portal 1111 in the chat? How are you doing? Green goal, so you skip a stage. Fun meme category in SMB2. I talked about that before. That might be kind of a fun meme category. Llama has master record. Yeah, Llama does still have master record. I still have first in every other category though. Unfortunately, this game doesn't quite get the love that 1 and 2 do in terms of like speed runs and stuff. So that's definitely part of the reason why, because a lot of those records, if you look at the dates, are pretty old. Like I got a lot of those a long time ago. Also, this stage is beautiful. It's reflective for literally no good reason. I just feel like that it needs to be said. Better in a week and a half? Well, I hope you're getting better, dude. Giving up on BBHD? This is the first stream I haven't done BBHD since it came out. I don't think that's... I wouldn't call that giving up. I just would call that playing a different game one time. No, I'm not giving up on BBHD. BBHD, I at least wanna try to get better than the SD record for all worlds at the minimum. Then I might like go, you know, a little lighter with it, not do it as much. Because I kind of want to wait for people to like beat my expert time. Because I want to compete with people. I don't want to like kill the game without anyone else even like being super good at it yet. It'd be kind of boring. I gotta try to be competitive in SMO any percent. No. If you're talking to me, no. I haven't played any percent literally since the game like came out. I got a 110 back when record was 109, and I still have a 110. I still haven't beaten it. It was from like 2017. Now, as for Darker Side and maybe other categories, I'll go back and play Darker Side again at some point, I'm sure, and maybe try like some other categories. But any percent, probably not. I would maybe go back and just PB a little bit, but I would never try to be competitive in it. That category is like way too optimized. I don't think it'd be very fun.
Ready?
Different game? Yeah, dude. Sometimes you gotta do it. At least we're in the same series. I mean, hey, Monkey Ball's pretty awesome. Deluxe in particular, I haven't played a whole lot in recent times. So I'm still a minute ahead. That's kind of cool. This definitely, I think, could have actually beaten my my pauses record had I done this a little cleaner, but I don't think it can now. Gimmick and other stages were just too long. Wild, you have no idea what's happening? You've never played Super Monkey Ball? Holy, you gotta play Super Monkey Ball sometime. It's a pretty good game series, especially the original ones. Definitely would recommend them. A lot of fun. Basically, it's kind of obvious what's going on in terms of the gameplay. You just roll the ball and get the goal. That's all there is to it. Huge variety of stages. You just gotta get the goal. Right now I'm doing basically this game's 100%. I'm just beating every single stage in the game, and there's 500 of them. A lot of them aren't unique. There's like 300 something that are actually unique, but there are 500 stages. So it's a pretty long run. It's a pretty crazy one to tune in on. I don't normally do that strat like that. I don't know why I did that. What up, Liam? How you doing, dude? There we go. That's how I usually do that. Kind of forgot.
Ready?
BBHD on the bosses. Dude, the bosses are terrible, man. If you look at BBHD and look at the bosses, it's pretty rough. You kind of just have to look past those. Definitely one of the lower points. So those bosses like play even worse than the original somehow. But other than that, the gameplay and stuff's still pretty fun in BBHD. What up, my name is Zyper. Accelerate the ball or tilt the stage. Kind of both. I would say more so it's the ball. But it's really like you're kind of moving the gravity around the whole stage, which could kind of be like moving the stage. So yeah, it is kind of both. A little bit. They advertise it as just moving the stage, but it's really not. You're moving the camera, which moves the whole gravity field. Which also affects even when you're in the air and stuff. Which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense if it was just moving the stage. Also, I gotta exit here. Okay. Dude, a 1:00:40? That is so good. My pauses PB is like a 1:00:35, so... I was like, what, 5 seconds off of it, pauseless? I could totally sub 1 in that. Pauseless. That'd be awesome. I gotta try that at some point. Yeah, long time no see, dude. How you been doing? 2 seconds left? Well, if you do it the way I do it, helps a little bit. Pretty big shortcut. But it is a little tricky to get, so there's also that. So yeah, now we're doing ultimate mode. All the levels look more like they're supposed to. None of the menuing. It's just straight up gameplay. Doing all levels too, so no warp goals or anything, just taking blues. And we're using Gon, kind of the best part. Even if you can't get into the goals sometimes. Yeah, they're rough. I don't blame you. It's kind of sad with BBHD and some of the issues it has. Because there is just, like, some of the issues for a lot of people, even casually, are going to be really hard to look past. Like, speedrun-wise, a lot of the problems will be kind of, like, avoided after a while, but casually, that stuff is just, it's impossible to get around. Like, you're not going to be able to play casually and not experience some of the atrocities with some of those bosses and collision detection, most likely. But I mean, it do be like that sometimes. Baby, holy moly. I don't hate any of the monkeys, but no, I'm a Gon Nation guy, for sure. It's Gon or nothing. Holy moly, holy, okay, I would not have said that. What do you got against the baby, man? It's just a monkey. What did it ever do to you? I just think Gon's cooler, so I use him. But I truthfully could use any monkey and I'd be okay. Alright, back to the exclusives. In the way they are supposed to look. Oh wow, that was not good collision. Yeah, Xeno, that's, yeah, dude, the bridges, the individual planks, all having collision is seriously, that in terms of collision, that is really bad. The bullets that shoot you in the Worlds 2 and 4 bosses are also really bad. Like how fast they go and how far they knock you. I feel like those are two of the most notable things collision-wise. Like in terms of particular objects being really like scuffed. Makes no sense why those would not just be individual objects. Like, they can have them be complex geometry, but in terms of like the actual collision map, should just be flat. That's what they should have done. But I don't think they separated the two. The original game separated the two. Because in some cases, you know, like with going across bridges, it makes sense. You wouldn't want to bounce on the bridges. Why would you ever want to do that? Yeah, especially World 2. That World 2 boss in general. I've said my piece on it many times, but man, I'm glad that Deluxe is like SMB2. No bosses, just awesome gameplay and lots of levels. Literally the best game in the series. Reminder to play Deluxe, it's really fun. At everyone. What up, Google Cheese in the chat? How you doing, dude? Yeah, I wouldn't know. Honestly, I've never made a game in Unity before. I haven't actually made a game in anything. I've made games in C++ before, and Python. Not games like of this scale, though. I've made like tic-tac-toe.
Ready?
No, you don't need bananas at all. All they do is increase your score, and if you get 100 of them, you get an extra life. And as you can probably see, neither of those are really a problem, not speedrun-wise. Lives would be if I didn't have 99, but you can get up to 99. And I will not lose even half of those. Even with how hard this game gets. 300 stages in a row with this live set. Still not a problem. But if you were going for a high score, whether it be for the whole mode or you're doing individual level runs and you want to get a high score on that stage, then yeah, you want to get bananas in some cases. This game actually has a really cool score system in terms of like ILs, but those don't affect the full game runs at all.
Ready?
You could definitely separate them in Unity. Well, there you go. There's your confirmation. Did I see your new shirt? I did see your shirt. Yeah, I think you linked it in here last time. Geez, the one with the shine sprite on it. And I said it looked pretty dope. Nice, I got the bunch. Speaking of bananas.
Ready?
Yeah, BBHD was low budget. That's all there really is to it. This game probably was also low budget, but they took a good route with making this game, which was not reinventing the wheel. Taking what actually worked and just adding to it, instead of trying to remake it. Which is, well, that's BBHD's thing. Reminder, this stage is nothing like a tub. It makes no sense. That should not be called a tub. Deluxe with a GameCube controller would be the best timeline. It would be. And you know, that timeline might come true. You know why? Because I don't know how actively they're working on it, but there is a group of people they are trying to bring SMB Deluxe into SMB2 via a ROM hack. And at least like the ultimate mode and stuff should be back and fully playable whenever the heck they finish that. I have no idea if they're working on it actively right now, but that was a project that they started talking about like months ago. And if that ever comes out, then hey, there you go. It's finally come true. Albeit in a kind of interesting way. Okay, let's not do that. That was, it was so not worth it. Glad we actually lived there. We made it. We're alive. New SMS Discord server. I'm glad you like it. I just wanted to hear some people's thoughts on that. Probably wouldn't do it for a while. Mostly because honestly, I don't know how many people would even join it, but could be something to try out at some point. It's just a random shower thought. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, baby, dude. 45, 75 jolt channel. Now that is a fast jolt channel. That is crazy. That is so good.
Ready?
It was actually so good. Why not remake the current one? The current what, exactly? Yeah. I mean, dude, it's a Jolt Channel. I gotta say something. Jolt Channel is one of those stages that casually, and even speedrunning wise for some people, super boring, super uninteresting. But when you're really in depth with the movement, really in tune with how the physics and stuff work, and you're really like optimizing stuff, levels like that are so fun. I love that level. I just love trying to optimize it. I don't know. Kind of makes it fun. It's the same deal even with stages like Wind. You would think they're boring, but actually trying to do them fast makes them a little interesting.
Ready?
Alright, time to do fish strat number 2. Except we don't actually do fish strat. Fish strat's where you actually bounce up on the fish. We kind of go low for this one. Boom. Rock strats. Easy. So fast. SMS Discord. It's kind of a long story. I don't really want to get into it too much. But basically, yeah, there's some problems with that one. And they'll probably never be resolved. So, people were maybe thinking, what if we just made a new one? Start again, start fresh, reset button. Could work. I don't know. Just a random thought I had earlier. Proud of you. Thanks, man. Glad someone is. That's all I ever really needed to hear. And these stages I haven't played yet because these aren't in story mode. Konnichiwa. Whoa. Hello. Thai plays in the chat. Oh, yeah, by the way, this is pauseless, meaning I'm not doing any pause strats, so I would pause buffer through that, but that is like... I won't say impossible, but almost impossible to do that consistently in a speedrun. There's just no way you're doing that pauseless in a run. In an IL, sure. But not in a run. So I'm just gonna have to go the normal way. One of the few L's you have to take doing pauseless. Most other stages have some kind of alternate or variant strat you can do. That is more interesting. That being said, that stage the normal way is really weird because they have those like little tiny like borders that like keep you in the stage. It's like, kind of weird. Super cool. Yeah, it is super cool, dude. It's one of the cooler strats in this game. There's nothing like that in SMB2. Pretty unique. But yeah, I haven't run Deluxe in a while. I basically just woke up today. No, it wasn't today. Yesterday I was like thinking about what I was gonna stream, and I didn't end up streaming yesterday specifically, but I was like, I should play some Deluxe again. And I did. I actually did. I'm playing Deluxe again. Because I wanted to play it more. Along with the release of BBHD. I figure that's a good time to do some more Monkey Ball stuff, so now I am. Kind of. Ooh, that was fast. Yeah, dude, they actually move after getting the goal. Gotta love it. Only classic Monkey Ball fans would know that. AKA anyone that played a game before BBHD. Because every other game does that. You're in a Glad Jonas vid, dude. That's crazy. How are you feeling about that? You feeling pretty glad? Pretty sad? Pretty mad? Probably pretty glad considering you announced it. That's what I would guess. How does it feel, dude? Having your the likes of Thai plays being brought to the world of the Glad Jonas subscription community. That was the weirdest wording I could have ever used. But yeah, how you feeling about that? You're famous and glad, dude. There you go. That's awesome. Thai plays officially going down as a speedrunner. Officially. He's been in a Glad Jonas vid. That's the criteria. You're in one of those, you're a speedrunner. Get the checkbox. You got it. It's already better than me. I'm not in a Glad Jonas vid. I was in a Glad Jonas vid. Then it got removed. Because I'm still not even really sure why. But it did happen once. Yeah, close calls and speedrunning number 2. What even happened? What was the clip? Can't remember. Can't do Gringles. To be honest, that is a to be honest. Because if you're being honest, it's true. I haven't been. I mean, I was. It's a long story, kind of. I was, and then someone like told him that I was gonna like DMCA him because I said some kind of joke or something. It was like 3 years ago, but I haven't been in one since that happened. I don't think I will ever be in one, and I don't really care that much. I don't really watch his videos, but that's the story. If anyone ever wanted to know. Ah, I want to hit the bumper on that. It is so hard to hit the bumper on that, like pauseless. I think I did it last time I tried it. Summoning Salt vid. If you got in one of the record histories, well, there you go. I am in a record history video because I have gotten world records. I'm not in any of the Sunshine videos, but I am in the Monkey Ball 1 world record progression because there is a video for that. That's the only Monkey Ball game that has one right now. If there ever is a Monkey Ball 2 record progression, it'll probably be made by me, so I'll probably be in it. Or I don't know who else would make it, so. But, yeah, I don't know when, if/when I would even do that. But it might be a fun project to take on at some point. Surrounded 2 and wall kicked on the Shine platform. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I guess I'd have to see it for myself. Yeah, I don't know how much speedrun content I'm even really in, other than just my own. I don't think there's a ton. Story mode, any percent. That would be a weird one to make. Like, if I had to make one for a specific category, it'd probably be over all levels, because that's the one that's had the most progression. But Monkey Ball's a very complex game, you know? A lot of games, their communities are all focused on, like, 1 or 2 categories, but... Monkey Ball is more like... almost more like Mario Kart, in the sense that it's not, like, one specific category, you know? Like, the IL scene is a big part of it. There's a lot of even different RTA categories people do. Like, unless I was making a different video for every category, which holy moly, that would take a while, and also be kind of repetitive. I'm not sure how I would set up the video. Because Monkey Ball's history is spread across many different, like, facets of the game. It's, like, not just one category. And even then, I wouldn't want it to just be about records, too, because I feel like there's a lot of history that's really cool that, like, isn't necessarily, like, new world record or anything, which would be, like, good to include. All those things combined are probably why that video doesn't exist yet. That would take a lot of effort and planning. And I'd probably need, like, wow, that was, like, the worst RNG ever. I would probably need, like, a team of people to, like, figure all that out. And a lot of time. A lot of time. You saw the video? Dude, he saw it. I did not see it. So I better get this. I even practiced it. There we go. Alright, I've only fallen off like twice or something. In Ultimate, not doing too bad. This is such a long speedrun, actually. It's so fun, though. Like, if you ever want to just do a really long Monkey Ball speedrun, this is the one to do. Literally 2.5 hours. And I guess after, like, playing so much Sunshine, which just already has a lot of longer categories, just making me crave more longer stuff. It's exciting. It's refreshing. And you don't have to reset that much. And that's kind of fun. Ultimate all levels again? I'm doing it right now. Granted, I'm doing it in the midst of a 500 stage category. Or speedrun. Well, this probably won't be me. If I do stuff like that. But yeah, I am. 500 stages is just story mode all levels plus ultimate all levels in one go. You just put them together. Which is why this and 240 in the original game aren't really run as much, because they are just kind of combining 2 other categories. And there's a lot of duplicate levels, but I still think it's really fun. Nice. I got that first try in both story and challenge. What are the chances of that? Favorite GDQ run ever? Well, thanks, dude. I'm glad you think so. I had a pretty fun time doing that run. It'd be cool to do another one, even though the chances are not that great. Mostly because I don't know when I'd go to another GDQ, and even if I did, I don't know what the heck I'd get in for. Because part of me, like, doesn't want to submit the same categories I've already done, because I feel like I already did them, why do them again? You know, let someone else do it. But I guess, like, if there was ever something I wanted to improve on, I could, but There really isn't. I thought both those. I thought all the GDQ runs I've done so far honestly went well. The only one I wouldn't mind doing again was Sunshine, just because it was a race, and it'd be nice to do a solo run. So I'll probably still submit Sunshine stuff. But Mario Kart Monkey Ball, I don't know. Wouldn't mind submitting like a hack of Monkey Ball or something, maybe. Or maybe even a race of SMB2 with some of the boys. Yeah, Bonesaw's run. Is that like the infamous one, or is that like a different one? The infamous one being like the one that got him banned for the year or whatever. That everyone always talks about in the cringe comps. Darker Side for Odyssey? Dude, I would love to do Darker Side for Odyssey, but there's one problem. By the time GDQ came around, I was already kind of a noob at it. Like, I was good at Darker Side and Odyssey when the game was new, which doesn't really mean anything, you know? It's like saying... I don't even know what to compare it to. I was gonna say it's like... It would be like someone like... I don't know, just some other really old player of another game playing their game when they haven't had record in it for literally years. It's like, that's what it's like. I would love to do something like Odyssey, though, at a GDQ, but I have fallen behind because I never really grinded it like everyone else started grinding it. It would take a good amount of effort to even get a time that's considered top time again. Because Darker Side now, I'd say top level is like low 3-1x, and I still have a 320, so it would take some work. Yeah, I maybe submit 120. I'm thinking, I don't know what GDQ's thoughts are on what they'll accept or not, but if they're willing to accept any category I submit, and or maybe you're even more likely to submit stuff that I either A, have a good time at, or B, are different from what's already been run. Because like, there's already been a good amount of 120 runs. I wouldn't mind like going and running like all blue coins, or like 96 shines, or something like that. I almost just clipped up there in 2 jumps. Holy crap, that would have been like an IL record if I actually did. That would be really cool. I wouldn't mind doing those. Because like, if you can only submit 4 categories, I'd probably submit like 120 all blues, 96, and either any percent or maybe all blues NG plus or something. I don't know. BBHD, that is true. I actually kind of forgot about BBHD. Maybe I'd submit that. That could probably get in. But I'm not even 100% sure if I'd want to do it. Because as of right now, I know I have the records. I'm kind of a noob. The game just came out. I'm kind of a noob. It's like me with Darker Side in Odyssey. When I had the Darker Side records in Odyssey, I might have been the best Darker Side runner at the time. But I was still a noob. Everyone else was just noobing it out even more than I was. I just happened to be noobing it slightly less at the time. But we were all still noobs. And that's kind of the problem with BBHD right now. I feel like it'd be really weird to try to submit that while I'm still a noob. And I don't know if I actually want to grind it and get good at it. I don't know if I like care enough. Just because like I've already mentioned a lot of the things with that game that are like I don't love a ton. But maybe I still would. Maybe it'd be fun. Because I don't want to go run a game at a GDQ I'm not like at least decently experienced with. You know what I mean? Like, it would just feel really weird to do that. AGDQ 2018, because submissions closed before it came out. SGDQ 2018 had... What? Didn't it have, like... Was that Nycro's any percent run? Yeah. Type plays, they do submissions like 4 months before the event. Like, for AGDQ, this coming GDQ, they did game submissions already like 2 months ago. Odyssey came out like 2 weeks ago, 2 years ago. Like, it came out late October. Like, they were already long over, so. Yeah. The game has to come out sooner. Same with BBHD. I couldn't submit it for HDQ. It's already passed. I couldn't even if I wanted to, because I'm not going to HDQ. That is in Florida, and it's during school. Basically, 2 strikes. Don't even need a third one. I'm already out. I'm not doing that. It's not happening.
Ready?
Now, yeah, what was it? SGDQ 2018 was the any percent run. And I think Darker Side was SGDQ 2019? No, it was AGDQ 2019. I was at SGDQ 2019. That's when Bayleaf did it. It would have been cool to do that run, but... I don't know. I doubt I'd get Odyssey in a GDQ. That's just like so high stakes competition. Like when you get into the big Mario games, dude, you got a lot of people to compete with. Why did I just like not split in any of these splits? I have no idea. Oh, well I guess my splits are lined up again. Like getting runs in the GDQ is 10 trillion times easier if you're playing games that not a billion other people already play. Like, I still think the craziest thing is that I got MK Wii in. I never thought I'd get Mario Kart Wii in. I still am kind of, like, shocked that run even happened. And, like, it actually went so well. Like, I'm so surprised. That could have, like, gone a million other ways. And I'm still pretty grateful I got to do that one. Because, like, doing that Sunshine Race or doing Monkey Ball, I think would have happened at some point. But I am surprised that Mario Kart Wii ever happened. Because if that would have been accepted even one event later, it probably wouldn't have been me. Because there were a lot of people that started picking that game up around when that got in, and got pretty good at the RTA. I'm like not even top 10 now. In 32 track. Could grind it again though. Would be a fun thing to do runs of. Yeah, dude. I hope you have a good time at AGDQ. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun time going to those events. Mostly just for seeing people. It's really the main reason. Really that is the reason to go, is to meet people. There's not really much of another one. Because you could just always watch the stuff at home, so. But it's cool being like at an event where like everyone there is there for speedruns. Like how often are you going to be able to, you know, be meeting so many people that are all interested in speedrunning? Like, meanwhile, you know, if I'm at home, I could be in a building with thousands of people in it, and not a single one of them knows what a speedrun even is, or really cares. You sniped some of my records? Did I even have records in those cups? I don't remember if I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I did runs of all those individual cups, I did like one attempt on all of them. I didn't really like grind them because they were balanced items. So basically, there was a point where all the individual cups didn't have all the subcategories. It was just balanced items and just with skips. So I just went and just did one run of each of them because that was the only thing you could submit to. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have ever done one. But then all the subcategories got added, so now you just do no items. So, granted, I don't really like running cups anyway. I always liked running 32 and at least Nitro/Retro a lot better. The cups are just too short. All right, here we go. We got this first try in story. Let's see if we can do it again here. Ooh, not quite.
Ready?
Got pwned. I got pwned. Sometimes it be like that. Uh-oh. Yep, there was no way I was saving that. If I didn't get that clip there, I think I could have. Telling you, this strat's still hard. This is the easier version of a strat, and it's still hard. Okay, that was just me. That was actually just me. Chat's empty. What do you mean? You filled it all up. It's not empty. It's full of Ty Plays. This is Ty Plays' chat now, dude. Use it wisely. Okay, I got it there, but I still did it really badly. I'm surprised. That actually worked. Sad thing is, doing it the normal way doesn't even lose. Like, it only loses a few seconds over doing that. I would have saved a lot more time just doing it the normal way at that point. Boom, ba, boom, 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 boom.
Ready?
Goal. What are those bouncy things called? Well, you see, the stage is called Dribbles, and all it has is a long path with bouncing things on it. So my guess, just my random guess, I think the bouncy things are called Dribbles. They might be. Because I don't know what else Dribbles would be referring to. Or maybe that's what they do. Like maybe they're dribbling. Like they dribbles is like what they're doing. Like they dribble. And they don't actually have a name. I don't know. I hear most people just call them dribbles. But I just thought about that. That could actually be like a not like a name. And more so like just the verb. Yeah, we losing time. That's fine. I'm still so far ahead. This is the second run, and when do I not PB on my second run of something? Pretty much never. Could you imagine not getting a PB on your second run? I couldn't. I couldn't see it. I don't think it would ever happen. It's unrealistic.
Ready?
Not even possible. Boom, 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 boom.
Ready?
Is this the first run? Yep. This is the only run I've done. I don't think I'll do another one. I think it'll just be this one because this is a long run. Unless I like wanted to do like a shorter category after this. Like if I just wanted to do just a normal ultimate run or something, maybe I would do another one. But I don't know. I could do something else after this. You know, like play like Mario Kart or something. I don't know. Thank you for the host, though. I appreciate it, Ty, please. That is awesome.
Ready?
These stages honestly look pretty good in this background. They really don't look bad at all.
Ready?
Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. I'm just saying, no guarantee. I just
Ready?
feel like trying some different stuff, man. Alright, here we go. Paraboloid. This is the level. This is this is the level that can make me lose a minute. Looks like my splits do. Hopefully we get lucky here. Do what we need to do. Oh, like no speed. Come on. That should be enough. That'll work. Okay. That could have been like 10 seconds quicker, but I'll take it. Still got out with time bonus.
Finish.
That's really all I want.
Ready?
That is like the one stage that a pause strat truly is a blessing. Because literally all you have to do is wait like a second and a half and pause at any time, and you can just hold upright and get out. But you can't do it pauseless. It just doesn't work.
Ready?
Gon's still popping off. There's a reason I call him the best one. Because he is awesome. Oh, so close. At least we got closer than the last time. I waited way too long there.
Ready?
Yeah, time mile for Paraboloid fastest escape. What, on like elite scores? I think I remember that. I want to say the best I ever got, and this is like just a rough guess. I don't actually remember if this is accurate. But I want to say, wasn't the record on, I don't remember if it was my PB or if it was the record on there, but for some reason like a 50.91 or something is like what I'm thinking of. I'm not sure if that's actually what it was. I know the pause strat that I used to do like 5 years ago there, if you do it pauseless, also gets like a 50 something. You literally just hold up left and like adjust a tiny bit, but keep going up left and you can get out like immediately. Yeah, tie plays. If you get a GDQ pass, you could just go at any point during that week. Like you're in. It's not like an amusement park or something where potentially if you leave you can't come back in. It's just not like that. I can't believe I waited for the safer cycle here and I still missed it. Like this is pretty lenient timing. Like this is more lenient than the green goal by a decent bit. There we go. Why is this widescreen? Is that a bad thing? Question mark? It's just because it is. I don't know. They made it widescreen. You can play this game full screen if you want, but I don't know why you would. Widescreen pretty much almost always looks better. The only reason you might not want to is I know in SMB2 specifically, widescreen looks a little odd in terms of like how it like shows the ball on screen. Like the proportions are a little weird, but in Deluxe it looks fine. Like most people I know that ever play Deluxe play it in widescreen. Yeah, I should still make it. Okay. Trey once said, "Don't use widescreen in SMS." Yeah. Well, that's because SMS doesn't have widescreen. If you widescreen SMS, that means you stretch it. It's not native widescreen. Because native widescreen means the game has a setting within it or whatever where it will make all the proportions and everything still look as they're supposed to. And it takes up, you know, a widescreen setting. Whereas with a game that's 4:3 natively, if you stretch it, all the proportions are going to be off, and I'm going to fall off now. Yeah. They're all going to be off, and like the ball in this game, for example, would look like an oval. It wouldn't look like a ball anymore. So that's why he said that. Granted, some people care a lot about that. I don't care that much about preserving the aspect ratio. Like, if someone was playing Deluxe or some other game like Sunshine and it was stretched, I don't really care. I think it looks fine. It's like I don't really care that much. But other people are very like, it needs to be the right proportions or they will be very upset. Say tasty 720p. This game actually is only 720p if you play it on 360. If you're playing it on OG, it's not 720p. Because I'm playing it on an original Xbox, so it's only 480p. Still looks good though. Like 480p, I mean, it's not bad. 480p on the console looks a lot better than 480p on a YouTube video, I can tell you that much. Look at these high quality 480p fails. Let's get it. There we go. Only took 3 tries. Yeah, if you play it on 360, it upscales it. But I'm on original hardware with the first Xbox. I swear if I didn't make that, dude. Okay. Alright, buddy. Okay. That was a little cringe. I don't know how I did that. That's, let's just pretend that didn't happen, okay? We just agree that just didn't happen. I almost didn't even get that.
Ready? Go!
Why don't I buy a 360? Well, because one, I already own 2 of them. I don't think I need to buy another one. And secondly, because if you're asking why I don't use 360, because I have no reason to. OG not only runs the game better, but it also saves time to play on OG. So I have no reason to play on 360. Except for like just preference, but I don't really prefer it. I think X original is just fine. It doesn't like feel any better or worse. Ooh, almost got that. But yeah, OG's faster, so. Okay, yep. I think we just outdid ourselves on the cringe factor a little bit. Wow. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. I cannot believe I just did that. Guys, please, can we please just pretend that didn't happen? Please? Can we? Just like, look away for a minute. I just did now. Erase that from your memory. Why does Llama play on a 360? He doesn't. He plays on an OG. And why he used to? Because there's 2 reasons why people will still play on 360. Because 3 reasons actually. 1, the time save doesn't really matter that much. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's so small of a difference, it just doesn't really make a big deal. 2, preference. Some people prefer it. You know, not having to use this big Duke controller is kind of a plus. Rather use the nicer one. 3, a third reason is accessibility. It's easier to get a 360. More people own a 360. Original Xboxes are a little harder to come by. Yeah, there's a number of reasons. But I wouldn't sweat the time difference. It really does not make hardly any difference. You can get any record still on 360. So that Chaos was like really fast. I like these levels. The Advanced Extra exclusives are like pretty fun. 720 in non-widescreen. It's still 720 in widescreen. Like I said, it's purely just if you play on 360 or not. The widescreen versus non-widescreen doesn't change that. In fact, I've never actually seen HD non-widescreen. Like, I've never seen someone play on 360 and not be playing in widescreen. I don't even know if you can. You can on OG, but I don't know if you can on 360. That would be something I would not know. Because the only 4-3 I've ever seen is from myself back in the day, and when Llama plays it, I think he plays 4-3 now. Since he's on OG. SMB3 levels suck? What? Dude, I just said they're awesome, and now you're telling me they suck? What? I think they're pretty fun. Sorry you don't like them. I think they're fun. Although Dodge Maze is a bit of a crazy one. Oh, I actually almost just got that first try. I would have popped out. Is it really listed as 720 on the box? Well, maybe they messed it up. Honestly, I'm not sure why they do that, because I can guarantee you that I am playing right now, it is not 720p. Like, it's recording and stuff right now in 480. If there is a way to get it 720p and I just don't know how to do it, then maybe that could be also true. Maybe there's some way to do it and I don't know. But I've played both widescreen and full screen. It's always 480p for me. Even with the component cables. Unless there's HDMI. Is there? No, there's no HDMI. This console came out in 2001. Oh, I'm a noob. Oh my gosh. Guys, come on. Please. Don't lose faith in me yet. Not even an expert yet. Yeah, it could be some kind of sin. They're long. They're long. The long levels are fun. You telling me you don't like long levels? I mean, I can respect it if you don't, but I like long levels. Apparently that went badly in my PB.
Ready?
Yeah. I mean, I think I've seen in the settings it does let you set to 720p. I think it does let you do it. It doesn't ever show that way. Whenever the game boots up, it always goes right back to 480. Yeah, this is 480p 60 FPS. If you're talking about the stream is 720p. I always stream in 720p, even if the game I'm playing is less than 720p.
Ready?
Because the stream quality itself will just look better if it's in 720. But yeah, it's the stream is 720 60. The game is 480 60. Yeah, 1, 2, and Deluxe are really good. They're still, in my opinion, some of the best looking games of the GameCube Xbox generation. They look so good. Even now, like so many years later, they still look so good. Like, these games hold up really, really well considering when they were made. This and a lot of the Mario games, I feel like just look amazing. Sunshine looks so good, dude. That game came out 17 years ago and it looks freaking amazing. Like, what is up with that?
Ready?
Alright, here we go. Exam C Part 2. Now I don't get to be distracted by the beautiful orange and green colored platforms and the washing machine. So here we go. Now we're doing this faster. Let's go. That's how you do it. Let's get that 36. In Deluxe? That's impressive. It is so scary doing that fast in this game. Not just because the turning being weird, but on Xbox controller, it's gonna be scary. This game is so fun. I'm still in the same run. This is such a long run. This game is so fun. Can we run this more? Would you guys be mad if I did that? I just kind of want to. Kind of want to play this game. It's a fun game.
Ready?
Boom, boom. That stage is really yellow. Okay.
Ready?
4.5 minutes ahead, baby. Let's get it. We're popping off. 4:37. We might sub 2:38. Oh, no. Come on. Are you kidding me? I got it once in story, so one for 2 isn't bad. At least you get to flip the dice twice. Which is kind of fun. What a Webbling 64, dude. I'm doing a speedrun right now. Monkey Ball Deluxe, how you doing? What's going on with you? Good to see you. You don't think this game's as fun to play? When you say that, are you talking like Monkey Ball as a whole? Or are you talking Deluxe specifically?
Ready?
I think this game's entertaining to both to watch and to play. But even to watch, yeah, I mean, I'll watch people play it too. It's so fun. This game is so exciting. Like, I genuinely kind of don't understand how more people aren't talking about this game and how cool it is. You know, I knew that was going to happen. That's kind of why I slowed down. Glad it didn't kill me. Good to see you too. Heck yeah, man. Hope you're doing well. Ultimate 165. Only have like 135 stages left. Really getting in there. I'm doing alright as well, man. Just kind of doing a throwback right now. Just doing some runs of Deluxe. This is a game I haven't really run a whole lot in the last few years. Felt like doing a couple today, because why not? Pretty fun time. Want to try something out. It's fun to watch. Like, even more fun to watch than to play. I could still see that. It's one of those games that's like really hard to like play and like be really like good at, even though the game itself is really simple. It's like really hard to like get the like amount of precision and control like needed to really do some of the stuff that you do in speedruns, or even just to even beat some of the harder levels in general. So like from that perspective, it's nice to watch because you don't have to worry about that, and you can still see people do all this crazy stuff, and it's so exciting. But I will say, if you ever like learn how to do all this stuff and play it, it is so fun. Like, this is still one of the most rewarding games I think I ever play, like ever. Monkey Ball is so satisfying to play and to watch. Again, all around, like Monkey Ball, in my opinion, seriously, one of the most perfect speed games ever. It is like, it is actually messed up that it doesn't get the like appreciation and like acknowledgement that it deserves. It's so good. And it's also an even bigger shame that there haven't been any games as good as this in this series since basically this one. smbdx 501, dude. Sniped in Master recently. Bro, he beat that record like 4 years ago. That was not recent. That was a while ago. And I mean, if I PB in this, I technically get another record because I have every record except for Master. And I don't really care to good grind Master because it's the shortest category. And I don't like playing the short categories as much. Not unless they're ILs. Okay. They are supposed to be fun. And if they're fun, then they're good. That's how it is. What about BBHD? What about it? Banana Blitz High Definition. That is a game. What about BBHD? Swing bar long, as opposed to swing bar short. It's thrilling. Boom! Oh, I didn't get the banana punch. It's totally what I was going for. I was trying to get a banana punch. Doesn't save time, obviously. I just think it's fun. Perfect length for the speed runs around an hour. Yeah, I could agree with that. Hour-long runs are pretty dang good. At least if we're talking about runs like where we're trying to like actually grind it and get a good time. Like, there's categories that are really short. Okay, that mistake was kind of awesome. There's categories that are really short, which mean there's usually a lot of resets and there's not as fun to stream. And then there's categories that are so long that are like incredibly hard to optimize, and you can usually only do like one run a day. Then there's categories in the middle that you kind of can still grind, but they're still long enough to where they're not just like reset spam. And those are nice. Those are real nice. This split's gonna be really bad. Sky high levels being after water levels. Yeah, dude. Huge shout outs. I mean, I don't mind it personally. I think it's kind of cool. 519. 430. Huh. Well, that's the thing. The longer speedrun you get, it just gets harder and harder to actually do the run. And not either get really burnt out or tired or whatever else because of how long it is. Like, I've like gotten more patient over time, and I like the longer stuff, but it used to be in the past I wouldn't go much longer than like an hour, hour and a half. An hour is really good length. That's what SMS Any Percent is, and that was a fun category to grind for a long time. It is honestly a really good length. Got so much out of it. Ultimate in this game, just standard ultimate, is also an hour. Record's an hour 9 minutes. Really good length. 500 stages is just combining 2 hour-long categories. So you get 2 hours. Plus a little more since it's all levels, so it's actually like an hour or 2.5 hours. Because ultimate all levels is quite a bit longer. And it's pauseless. Can't forget about that. Okay. I just went through the goalpost. Okay.
Ready?
Right, here's some lag. This is like the only stage that actually really has a little bit of lag on it in OG, just because all these switches and the whale. But that makes up for it more than enough. Yeah, Odyssey 80% is also an hour. Yeah, honestly, that would be a fun category to grind to. I just would never do it now, just because it's like already so optimized. I feel like there's not much reason to. Like that game's competition is already kind of like, it would have to just be for myself, really. It's kind of how SMS 80% is too at this point. And I already have a good time, so it's like, why even play it anymore?
Bonus finish.
But downtime and stuff factors in too, I think, a little bit. Like Odyssey and Sunshine both have like a decent bit of downtime in their hour-long runs. So gameplay-wise, they're actually quite a bit shorter. Whereas like this game has some too, for sure. But not quite as much as those games. So like even though it is still an hour, it feels like a lot more content.
Ready?
But honestly, I could be even wrong about that. Like, it could just be the pacing of this run feels better. Because, like, there is a good amount of time during the transitions. You just aren't doing anything. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone went and said that this game actually has, like, as much downtime as, like, Odyssey or something. Because Odyssey just has a lot, not just because of the moon animations, but between every world is like literally a minute. It's like, that's my least favorite part about running it, is that those transitions take forever.
Ready?
It takes so long, and I fall asleep. Yeah, motion controls. I feel that, dude. Motion controls kind of blow. You get used to them, like anything, but they definitely can be a turn-off. Don't always go for world records. Do what you like. Easier said than done, man. It's hard to justify pouring a ton of time into stuff if I'm not trying to at least get pretty good at it. This is literally RNG. You kidding me? That was like knocked straight back. There we go. That'll work.
Ready?
But yeah, trust me. I would love to just do that, but sometimes you just have to go for good times. 'Cause otherwise, if you don't, then I don't know. It's like I said, it's just hard to justify putting a ton of time into it.
Ready?
Unless I just do it like for fun every now and then. You can do that. I did that plenty with other games. Like 64 is like a big one I did that with.
Ready?
Like I used to do a lot of 70 star. I was nowhere near record, but I still ran it a decent bit.
Ready?
And honestly, even most of that time I had with Odyssey, I wasn't really close to Darker Side record either. Other than like since the very beginning. Just because it was fun.
Ready?
But that is just unfortunately the nature of late, I don't know what you call it, but like later speedrunning, like more modern speedrunning. Because a lot of the records in most games, at least I play, have fairly optimized records now. Because I play fairly well-known games. Monkey Ball is like the lesser well-known games, and even Monkey Ball's records are getting pretty good. Deluxe is like the exception. There's still a lot of room for improvement. But 1 and 2 are like, holy moly, those games are getting pretty optimized. Thought about going for the hit there, but probably wouldn't be very smart. So probably won't get it. Would've been cool though.
Ready?
Boom, boom. How do you get monkeys? In this game, in 2, you just play through and get play points. In this game, man, if you figure it out, let me know. I don't know. Someone says something different every time. Basically, just play the game and play it a lot. No one knows exactly what gets monkeys. No clue. Supposedly, from my knowledge, going through Expert and even Ultimate will give you more monkeys than doing other stuff. So if you want to get it fast, my recommendation would be learn how to do the glitch to be Expert, like, and Advanced and stuff, like, on the first stage. Unlock Ultimate ASAP, and then just play through Ultimate. Over and over. Because you can go through Ultimate while using Continues. You just won't go to the extras, but you can still go through the difficulties. And I think it gives you a lot of play points. Not play points, I think it gives you more monkeys that way. But I'm not sure. That would be my guess. I honestly have no idea. There's like, no one knows exactly how it determines how many monkeys you get. No one's figured it out. Ooh, no! No, come on. That would have been the coolest backup, though.
Ready?
Nintendo games, that's true. They do. Less than GameCube. I wouldn't say Deluxe's less optimization has to do with Xbox versus GameCube as much as it has to do with like people like not having it more so than it has to do with people just not wanting to play it because of the either A, because they don't like the controller, or B, because there's already like a ton of competition already on 1 and 2. So they play the ones that are more competitive. But I know tons of people who play Monkey Ball and own Deluxe and just don't really like do much with Deluxe. Like tons and tons of people. Like, I feel like almost every 2-runner has Deluxe at this point. Also, that is true. The Xbox actually did sell more than the GameCube. So that's actually just... It's true. I don't believe that either. Like, but that's what the numbers say. I believe numbers. I feel like there's no way that's true, because who the heck actually owns an original Xbox? But apparently, I don't know. Stages already this run? Yeah, Outflaker. Basically, this is 500 stages. So you combine story and a challenge, and every stage in story is also in challenge, but not the other way around. There's a lot of stages in challenge that aren't in story. So, yeah, playing through story means I will play through a lot of the levels twice. Sometimes they'll have different skins, sometimes they'll be the exact same. 8 bracelets, it's the exact same, doesn't even look any different. Other stages like this, completely different skybox, but otherwise I think it plays the same. This is like the 100% kind of. Also, that's not true. Every stage in story mode is not in challenge mode. I think I said that. That's actually not true. There's a few. There's not many, but there's a few that are only in story.
Ready?
Sounds kind of dumb. Well, let's take that up with the game devs, man. I don't know what to tell you. They did that in the vanilla game, too. Deluxe just kind of followed suit, did the same thing.
Ready?
That's why I said most people don't really run 500. Most people would run story mode all levels or ultimate all levels. They wouldn't run 500 stages probably. I just like it because it's long. It's a fun category. Stage so fun, I get to play it 2 times. Let's go. It's just how awesome it is.
Bonus finish. Ready?
Calling Activision. Activision. Bro, that's not what AV stands for. It's Amusement Vision, actually. It's like they're cousins. But like way better. They actually make good games. Like really good games. Don't worry, man. Amusement Vision went defunct before this game even came out, so you don't even have to worry about those guys. They didn't even make this game. They went defunct a whole year before this game came out. Yeah, it's wrong, AV. Activision did. Activision did not make Monkey Ball. That'd be crazy though if they did. I could totally see why you'd think that though. I mean, the AV. I mean, it's a little confusing. It's a little misleading. It's even got Vision in the name still. But no, it's Amusement Vision. There we go. Yo, what up, Llama? How you doing?
Ready?
But yeah, about the category, this is like I said, I just think the category's fun, but like you having to replay a lot of levels the second time is one of the main reasons that this and 240 in the original game are misc categories. Like, people don't really run them as seriously. They're just kind of there because, you know, play every stage in the game. You know, just thought that would be a meaningful category someone might want to play.
Ready?
We were just talking about you, how you should play Deluxe. Yeah, actually, Llama. Just about how you should play Deluxe and go beat the Ultimate record and go beat the Story Mode record and go beat every other record so that I can actually have some stuff to go beat. That would be awesome. You know, competition, some back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty cool. Except Master. You don't have to play Master. Because I'm not playing Master. That record can stay.
Ready?
I don't want to play that one. Okay. Man. It's weird being at this point in the run. Like, it really feels like I'm near the end, but there's still 70 stages after this. Like, there's 50 stages after you beat Expert. Like, what is up with that?
Ready?
Can't play it. Washed up, dude. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. You're not washed. You're not any more washed than I am. We're both washed up old boys. So, we're basically in the same boat.
Ready?
And besides, there's like no new, like, non-washed up people who play this game. It's still just us, so we're fine. We don't have to worry about that. We both play the game 3 times a year. It'll be fun. Who's the best player in Indiana, me or Llama? Dude, you can't ask me that. Of course I'm gonna say myself. You can't ask me that. That's not fair. So why would I not say myself? Trying to say I'm not awesome? Jets, dude. Jets, of course it's Jets.
Ready?
How are 3 of the like 4 or 5 Monkey Ball Deluxe players all from Indiana? Literally, what are the chances of that? Just thinking about it right now. What the actual heck? I was holding A there. My A button doesn't work that well, but I was holding A there. I have to like push the button kind of like hard for it to work sometimes. Forgot about that guy. How could you ever forget about Jets? 21-21. The legend.
Ready?
Dude, this stage is so much less annoying in SMB1. It's kind of dumb in Deluxe. It is really strange. I just feel like that's really odd, actually. Like, legitimately really strange and coincidental. Because there are so few speedrunners in general that I know live in Indiana. How are 3 of them all, like, runners of the one game that only has, like, 5 runners? That is whack. Kind of cool, though.
Ready?
Yeah, and I rolled off the side. That was weird. I don't know if that would happen in Deluxe. That was an SMB1. I don't know if that would happen in Deluxe the same way. Maybe. Probably. This game's crazy enough. It could. I just realized I'm 6.5 minutes ahead. I genuinely wonder what this run's gonna get.
Bonus finish.
Wonder if I can still sub 230.
Ready?
I feel like sub 230 would be pretty decent for pauseless. Especially since at that point I would be less than 4 minutes off my paused PB. Yeah, it was in your comp. I remember seeing it. Best speedrunner in New Hampshire, probably. You're probably the only speedrunner in New Hampshire. But yeah, I mean, both statements are technically true. Oh. Apparently that can happen. That was cool.
Ready?
Bry guy, dude. You both live in Illinois. Dude, what? Has Bry guy been running anything? I feel like I haven't seen that guy play in a while. So yeah, I don't know what speedrunners live in Illinois. I don't know where a lot of speedrunners live, honestly. And I mean, how really would I? But
Ready?
yeah, that's something to think about. That's kind of interesting. Okay, still good at that skip. Pretty easy stuff. Like the second comp you made? Yeah, dude, I did. I just watched it not that long ago. I think I even pinged you in the Discord that I had watched it. It's pretty awesome. Some of those clips I don't think I had even seen literally since they happened. So it's kind of awesome, like getting the throwback. You got some OG ones in there. 30 minutes away? It's really not that far, honestly. You guys ever hang out? What is it? Jets and Llama live like 15 minutes away, and supposedly they've still never hung out a single time. Which, wow. Yeah, I don't know. If I lived only 15 minutes away from another speedrunner I'm friends with online, I feel like I would probably hang out with them at least once. At least one time. But I don't think I live 30 minutes away from any speedrunners. And if I do, I don't know who the heck they are. They definitely don't run Mario Sunshine or Monkey Ball. Otherwise, I would have probably found out at this point.
Ready?
'Cause, man, that'd be cool. Dude, that'd be so cool actually having, like, it was an early split. That'd be so cool actually having a speedrun friend that lives close to me physically. That'd be so cool. Still golded. Cool. Dope. 638. Jets hates you. You sure about that, buddy? I don't think that's true. I don't know about that. Are you sure? That might not be the case. What if it's the other way around? What if it's actually you just don't like him? Oh, look at that. Look at that speed. Oh, went for the side goal. Didn't get it. Rip. Speedrunner mansion. Dude, holy moly. Not even just a house. We're getting a full-on mansion with the boys. Dude, I'd be down. That would be kind of cool. I already talked with some of my friends before about... We had talked about getting a place out in, like, Alaska or something. Like, just completely out there, you know. Just all moving in together and hanging out. It'd be dope. I'm not sure why Alaska. I didn't pick that location, but, man, that would be pretty cool. Because, like, I think about, like, how awesome GDQ was, like, hanging out with friends and stuff that actually have, like, same interests. And it's, like, that would be just incredibly awesome, having that, like, but, like, closer proximity so it can happen more than once a year. That would just be, like, actually so based.
Ready?
But that would probably never happen, realistically. And even if it did, it probably wouldn't be as special at that point.
Ready?
But it'd still probably be pretty cool. Bruh, come on. I do this because it's awesome and easy. So when you fail it, it is so not awesome or based or, I don't know, some other word. Dope? I haven't said dope that much lately. Nice, glitch goal, let's go. So basically, Llama, what I'm saying is we're getting a house together. What do you think? You in? We doing it? All the boys. Get a monkey ball house, dude. That'd be pretty cool.
Ready?
Then it can always be like that week at GDQ, except it doesn't have to like be as rushed because as fun as GDQ was, and as cool as it was to do everything we did kind of have to like somewhat make use of the time we had because you only had like what 6-7 days. Like that's the part that blows about GDQ is you have to go quick. It'd be nice if you lived close to people because then you wouldn't have to go quick. You just hang out at your own time, you know, do whatever, like at any point. That is so much like more like laid back. It sounds so much better. But at least with GDQ, I guess, you get to be around a lot of people. Like, not even just hanging out with your group of friends. Yeah. I'll be honest, I probably won't ever move in with a speed friend. Yeah, it does sound cool, Oaklake. It really does. It'd be cool to room with speed friends. I would love to, but that just probably won't ever happen. Because the only places I'm probably going to live in the foreseeable future is where I live right now and, like, maybe with, like, grandparents or something, and I don't think they live near any speedrunners either. I just glitch gold again, are you kidding me? That was cool. I really wish I got the bunch there. Next year or two. Huh. Well, good luck, man. Okay, yeah, maybe we actually can still sub 230. Maybe it's possible. I don't plan on moving out anytime soon, really. I mean, after I'm done with college, like, I could move in with, like, another family member, but, like, actually just straight up moving out, like, for real, and living with, like, a roommate or something, I don't know. I'd probably have to be, I'd have to have some kind of job at that point. I can't just be streaming and going to school. That won't work. Hey, dude, glitch goals are, like, surprisingly common, but they're always still really cool when you get them. Like, they feel nice. Kind of want to leave, yeah. Well, I can't say I'm in that boat. I don't really mind being at home. My parents are pretty cool, and I don't have it bad here right now, but maybe in the future I'd, like, really want to get out. Like, just be independent, but I don't really care right now. Yeah, I need some money. Because I gotta say, man, streaming does not pay the bills. I don't make jack. I gotta actually get a real job. Coding something, probably. Doing some kind of programming. The boss. Yeah, I know with your situation, Llama, that makes sense. That's probably pretty annoying. So I don't have to do that. But if I did, that'd probably motivate me a little more to try to get out. First hundo from Twitch last week? Nice, dude. How's it feel? You've officially made it full-time Twitch affiliate. 2 years of SMS, man. Holy moly. SMS. Really making those big bucks. How much have I made on Twitch? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. If I am, I don't know. A few hundred, probably. I get like a payout like every other, maybe every 3 months or so. Like I get them sometimes, but not a ton. Because my sub count like ranges anywhere from like 30 to like 10. Because I like don't monetize like literally anything. I just have sub. But I do appreciate what people do. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it feels dang good. That's like me with YouTube. I've gotten paid by YouTube like 3 times, and I've had monetization on there for years. It's like I like rarely ever get anything from YouTube. That top 10 MKW tracks vid didn't pay me as much as I thought it would, man. Oh my gosh.
Ready?
Occasionally, I just get a video that the algorithm likes, and that pretty much pays my bills. That No Warp Ultimate run I did 5 years ago, that one's helping me out a little bit. Quintupled your account balance. Hey, that's nice though, right? It's nice seeing those numbers go up a decent bit. Just think about it, man. Sunshine did that for you, streaming Sunshine. That's awesome. Making money just from playing a video game.
Ready?
Love to see it. Yeah, I don't know type. I never check when it happens. I just like occasionally like notice. I don't know exactly what day it happens. I don't know how I just lived. I should have fallen off like 3 times there. My most viewed video, I think it's still Annihilating the Hacker, which I didn't monetize that because it had like the hey yay 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 like dubstep remix or whatever on it, so I couldn't monetize that for like a long time. And that one has like, I don't know, 200 something. The Ultimate No Warp run though, I uploaded in 2014, also has like 200,000, I think. That's the one that has made most of the money I've gotten from YouTube. Because, I don't know, video you upload 5 years ago just starts getting views all of a sudden. That's how it happens. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's literally how it happened. That's how YouTube goes. Shoutouts to my boy Gonkwai with the 2 million view Wii Fit video for Trampoline High Score. That one's boss. Or my guy Goober with the Red Ball video that has 2 million views. YouTube's so strange, man.
Ready?
It's such a weird platform. It's so cool, though. Man, it's just so whack with the views. Almost even more whack than Twitch views. Probably is. Yeah, I'd say it is more whack than Twitch views. You saw in 2012, dude? Oh my gosh. I was like 14 when I made that, man. You got to see one of my earliest significant creations. I gotta say, at least if I did have a Mario Kart video get views, I'm glad it's that one, because that one I actually did put a lot of effort into. It would suck if like I had all those high effort videos like never get views and then some stupid crap I upload just gets it done. Because I actually did really work hard to make that vid. As you can tell, you know, it took me 3 months to make all those spastic edits to like give people seizures and stuff. It took a long time. Yeah, thanks for the good luck, Gonkwai. Appreciate it, man.
Ready?
Speaking of Gonkwai, yo, whoa. I know that guy.
Ready?
Yeah, TWD98. I mean, I wouldn't have blamed you if that's who you only watched. That's who I was watching back then, dude. Troy was the Mario Kart guy, and for a lot of people, he still is. Even though he doesn't really make the same kind of stuff he used to back then. Sorry for those sound effects. That's honestly what I felt was most necessary at that point. Kind of like really expressed what I was feeling. Glad we got it though.
Ready?
Yeah, Master Pauseless is so hard. Like, just Stamina Master and Bridge Master alone are just brutal without pausing. Even with strats. Like, they're hard enough in Deluxe. Or in SMB1, I mean. In Deluxe, they're just even harder. Oh my gosh, come on! Are you kidding me? I can't believe you've done this. Bruh. I thought that attempt was gonna live. That would have been so cool if that one lived. Okay, clearly I do not remember how to do this strat at all. If I fail this again, I'm doing the old strat. There you go. It's like, I don't know how I forgot how to do that. There's another strat that's like 0.2 slower. I could do that. Well, you see, Ty Plays, my video didn't get that many views in 2012. 2012, I would get like 1,000 views a video, and I felt like I was the biggest YouTuber on the block. Because it felt like it was crazy back then. I mean, that's when I thought even on Twitch, you know, I'd stream and I'd get 10 viewers, I'd pop off. But, yeah, with the video, that video did not blow up until like 2 or 3 years later, is when it started gaining traction. I want to say up till like 2015 or so, it only had a few thousand views. It didn't get to like 100K until like 2015. This might still work. Come on, man, don't give up. Never give up. Never give up. No, I give up. This sucks. I'm not even losing a lot of time here yet. I probably will though. Bridge Master goes crazy. There we go. This is the one stage that I literally don't think I'll ever get consistent bossless. There's like actually just no easy way to do this. This stage is just hard. Because even doing it normally is still ridiculously hard. 700 mil, dude, let's go. Didn't Gangnam Style get 1 billion in 2012? I feel like I remember that happening. Gangnam Style was awesome back. I'm surprised I didn't use a Gangnam Style remix in one of my videos. I was like, 2012, I would always use like dubstep remixes and stuff because it was awesome. But I never used one in Gangnam Style. What was I doing? That was like the hit song at the time. That like brings me back. Early days of high school. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna sub 230. I'll be close though. This run definitely is still better than my 500 stages pausing PB. Times have changed, dude. The internet is not what it used to be, man. There was a point in time where it was just, you know, it was just certain people that were on it. People that kind of like went out of their way. And then it kind of became more so something people used, you know, every now and then. With only like real gamers and stuff really getting into it and doing all the crazy stuff on YouTube and whatever else. But now it's just like, dude, everyone freaking uses it. Stuff like YouTube is like super overpopulated now. There's tons of people online. It's just not the same anymore, man. Views and stuff, totally different. Boom. Can't wait for accidental green goal. That would suck. Especially as this is gone on for kind of a while. Although I doubt it. I don't think I'll accidentally green goal. It's a pretty low chance. Oh, was it 2013 when it hit 1 billion? Maybe that's right. 2012 is just when I think it was like popular, but I don't think that's when it hit 1 billion. Boom, 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 boom.
Ready?
Oh, come on, man.
Ready?
Are you kidding me? There you go, first try. Alright, Helix time. There's a number of things I could do here. I'm gonna do the most awesome thing I can think of. Just jump straight into the goal. Let's do it. Yep. I'm not gonna do that now. Although it looks like I actually could have still sub 230. I don't think I can now though. This is like the quote-unquote safest thing I know how to do. It's still kind of risky, but easy way to get down to that last layer and just roll in. It's pretty worthwhile strat. Nice. Pop it off.
Ready?
We're gonna get a low 230, man. I'll take that. That's a humongo PB we're about to get. And a gold splayer too. I don't know what happened in my PB. Green goal and blue goal. Blue goals don't skip any stages. Green goals skip 1 stage. Red goals skip 2. That's how it be. And this is an all levels category, so I gotta do all the blue goals so I can play them all. Boom. 230.04. It's a pretty big PB. I'll take that. Second run. 500 stages. It's looking pretty good right about now, man. That was fun. I gotta run that again sometime. Even though, holy moly, I'm tired, dude. That's like... That is 500 stages I just played. That is a long run. It's 2.5 hours, but that feels longer than a 120 shine run. So much just content. Thanks for the GGs. Sub 230 is possible. You don't say. I think sub 220 could be possible. Honestly. Oh, I'm Super Monkey Ball Deluxe's best friend. Yes. That's all I ever wanted to be. Now I am. Let's go. I'm so glad I finally lived up to my my fullest potential, some might say.
Ready?
Or, well, some might also not say. Yeah. Just gonna do the banana thing now. Something fun people used to do back in the day was guess how many bananas it's gonna get. Feel free to do that if you want. I'm gonna BRB and go to the bathroom and come back and figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. So, see ya in a bit. Dude, this credits game is so long. Holy crap. Negative 114, negative 90, and negative 88. Guys, it's, I don't know if you can tell, but it's positive. So it's actually looking like it's gonna be a pretty high number. Up Seahawks, dude, you didn't miss the stream yet. I'm not completely done. At least I don't think I am. I think I could still do some more. I was thinking about playing some Mario Kart today, but I don't even know if I want to play just yet. Maybe I'll do a little bit more deluxe. Not another 500 though. No more 500. I'm done. Done with 500. No more. Way too long. Nah. Thinking maybe I'll do like an ultimate run or something. Or yeah, or maybe like just expert or something. Like something short, something a little shorter. Before I switch and do something else like Mario Kart. Dude, look at that, 161? That is so positive. Dude, Scrap's closest, dude. Scrap wins. Easy money. That's a Western Tarsier. What is that? I don't know what that is. Apparently that's a monkey. That's it, Scrap. You win. You win nothing. You don't win anything. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to give you. I'd gift you a sub, but I don't even know how to do that. Let alone could not afford that. So, if I did that every time. 47-13, 42 deaths. Honestly, not as bad as last time. Last time I did this, it was like 60. They call me the Yellow Baboon or the Western Tarsier, whichever you prefer, to give you a different ranking everything you do. Oh, man. I'd do online type plays. I would do online. I don't know, I played the new update for CTGP the other day, and the new track seemed kind of fun, and I was like, you know, I haven't done online in a while. Maybe I'll do something. Seems like a fun time, so go ahead and save these splits, and let's see what we're gonna do next.